Welcome to another episode of Searching for MacGuffin with your host, George.
Dan.
And Link.
What? No, that's not how this...
I said Nick. What do you mean?
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I apologize for...
And I am Gabe.
No, that's not right either.
I am Gabe, and I am so handsome.
Welcome to the new lineup, guys. This is the new show. We've recast Gabe and Link. So we hope you like the new actors. It's like kind of like a Broadway show, right? Eventually, like the main cast has to move on to another project, and then, but there's like that one dude that can't let go, and that's me. Yeah. So like I'm still here, that one supporting actor, but all the leads have moved on to. They're actually making movies now, and I'm the only guy still on Broadway.
Hey, someone's got to be on Broadway.
Yeah.
And it's me, Gabe.
Yeah. Well, I guess I had two single co-hosts, and now they're getting married. Or are married, and now I got two new single co-hosts. Yeah. So
the circle of life.
We're getting married too.
To each other.
Yeah.
For legal reasons, I can neither confirm nor deny and comment on that situation. But we do have a few minutes to chat about a topic very important to the three of us. And by a few minutes, I mean a few minutes, because I actually got a show that I got to get to. Is that okay with everybody? I got a pay-per-view.
No.
Okay, so we're going an hour, and we're here to talk about, once again, the state of gaming.
The state of play, even.
Oh.
Reference.
What is that a reference to?
The state of play.
You can't just repeat the reference and expect the audience to get
You
it.
know the state of play.
What's the state of play?
The state of play.
PlayStation.
Oh, yeah, we've talked about that before, actually, yeah. So our audience.
PlayStation, but the real criminal
Okay, we're coming hot right out of the box.
is another little Japanese company
A little?
called Nintendo.
In a small indie developer. All right, let's get right to it.
Small group.
Give me all the reasons why you hate Nintendo.
I don't think we have time for that.
Oh, okay. Give me the short list of all the reasons why you hate Nintendo.
How far are we into the Switch 2 launch now? How long has it been?
Only a few months.
Few months?
Like 4 months?
July, August, September, October. By the time this episode is released,
4 months.
It'll be like 8 months. It's the 1 year anniversary of the Nintendo Switch 2.
So we've been into the life cycle of the Switch for 1 year.
Yeah. Yeah, it's only been 4 months, man.
And we have how many Switch 2 exclusive games?
We got that Kirby expansion pass. We've got that. I'm trolling. Go ahead,
All
Nick.
right. We have 2 exclusive games so far, unless you want to count the Nintendo Switch 2 editions, which... Thoughts?
But we can't count those.
I say they count as half.
Yeah.
You can't just it either counts or it doesn't.
Okay.
I'm not accepting
like,
half a point.
They're
for
like
that.
Switch 2 DLCs.
When we talked about this, I suggested a separate category for downloadable content exclusives. And I think that's, for example, when the Switch 1 launched, we only had 2, right? We had, no, that's not true, because Zelda was actually on Wii U, right?
Yeah.
So we actually only had Mario Odyssey, which let's say that's Donkey Kong Bonanza, right? Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was the exact same thing. A reissue of an existing game that had a lifespan, that had exclusive DLC. And we had a multi-platform launch like Pokemon. Let's say that's our Pokemon right now, right? So we're pretty much in the same situation by the time Mario Odyssey came out in October. Ignore the wizard in the behind the curtain. No? Are we not in a similar situation as we were during the Nintendo Switch 1 launch?
I don't remember like Nintendo Switch 1 launch. So what? It was...
Well, I do remember the Switch 1 launch being lackluster. I do remember that conversation being a big part of, there's no games for the Switch. And 1-2 Switch was way late. Was that?
No, that was a launch title. 1-2 Switch was a launch title.
That was...
So I guess that's an exclusive, but let's be honest. The Nintendo Switch 1 is how many years old now, Nick?
Like 8?
8 years?
Oof,
How many of you guys own 1-2 Switch?
Ooh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So are we really going to count that? I guess for logistical purposes, sure.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I forgot. There are 2 more exclusive Nintendo Switch 2 games that we did not talk about.
Which are?
The best ones. we have Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour.
That's right. Welcome Tour is the 1-2 switch.
Yes, it's the one.
And then we have Drag X Drive.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
my god.
And I
They're
don't
so
even-
forgettable that we totally forgot about
I totally
them.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
See,
For those of you that don't know, Drag X Drive is handicap basketball. That's all I can say.
can I
Handicapable
can
basketball.
I just say that game feels a little bit
like a tech demo?
no, not like a tech demo. Insensitive.
I just said it was handicapable, and that makes it now reaffirming and I don't know. Give me a word that means building up.
Building up.
I don't know. It's
So
just
you
elevating.
You
I
think
don't know.
drag? What is it? Drag
Inspirational?
X Drive.
Drag X
Yeah,
Drive.
Drag-
Drag X Drive.
Drag and drive.
You think that's a step forward for the handicap community?
Can they play the game? I think they can, right? By doing this with
They
the,
can also play every other game on the Nintendo Switch too.
Is that true? Is there? No, they cannot play.
Ironically
Switch
enough,
Sports. They cannot play.
if someone is handicapped missing some sort of arm, then they cannot play Drag X Drive.
But then they can't play any game, and that's not true. I saw this one-armed guy play Fortnite, and it was kind of amazing.
It is pretty impressive.
Yeah. So
Life finds a way. So that is, I don't know if we can call that a launch title. I mean, that's another tech demo. They just want to show off the mouse.
I agree. It's what, $20?
Oh,
Which one? Drag?
Drag and
was
drive.
20, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
$20.
Yeah. But if you put that together with Welcome Tour for $30, now you're cooking. That's a game.
What do you get for? You get nothing for $30 there. That's horrible.
You get a tutorial
You get a tutorial and
you get to call all
scratches
your
on your desk.
handy-capable. No, you're supposed to do it on your legs.
Are you really?
Yeah, you're supposed
Yeah.
to. You use the mouse cursor system, and you drive. You like it's like simulating the wheel.
Yeah. I heard it's like it gets really uncomfortable and tiring after like 20 minutes.
It's because you don't know how hard it is to be disabled.
So it is a step forward. For
Yeah,
the-
exactly. It's like you walk a mile in their shoe, or you roll a mile in their wheels. This is getting dangerously insensitive, so I think we should move on to another game.
Was Nintendo cooking there?
No, they were not cooking.
They were cooking, and it tastes like trash.
Yes. So what? So we have two launch titles, which is Mario Kart World.
Which sucks.
And would we consider that a failure?
I'd consider it a failure if it wasn't packed in for 50. I think it moves people to the digital ecosystem. Yes, they did charge an extra $50, which sucks. But I think, like, perception wise, it makes you think the system's worth 500, and it comes with Mario Kart, and it's digital, so it pushes them to open up their mind about starting to buy digital, which I think is the future of Switch 2. But it should have been a better game. I think there's still time for it to grow into a better game, but as of right now, like you said, we're 4 months in and we've got nothing.
Yeah.
So it's still the same base game. Right now, it's a failure. Although I would have said similar things about Mario Kart 8 in its early life cycle, because
That's fair.
I was not a fan of Mario Kart 8. You know, I'd say at least the first year. I don't know when the first DLC dropped after that, but I did not like Mario Kart 8 when it launched, and now I think it's one of the greatest games ever. Yeah.
So Mario Kart needs some work. So that leaves us with one Switch 2 title that is worth its full price.
Okay, in Mario Kart 8's defense, some people are gonna like, if you're not like a purist and you just like love because for example, people love Mario Kart Wii. I also didn't like Mario Kart Wii. So people will be happy with whatever open world innovation and what's your favorite part about the new Mario Kart game?
I really like the knockout tour mode.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So those kind of innovations there's going to be enough for most gamers. I think casual gamers, which is most of the market. So I don't think it's a complete failure. I personally just am not going back to it.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people feel that way.
I feel probably like a lot of people
going.
you talk to feel that way. People on the internet, friends of yours, real like hardcore gamers where this is a lifestyle, right? But even probably most of the people listening to us talk about it are like, how can they go on so long about this one specific game? Because they don't think that much about it. They just know the new Mario Kart is in the new Switch 2. It's a couple of hours of diversion. They pick up 4 nunchucks, if that's what they're still called, and they play with their friends. And they're not. That's not what they're called. Actually, that's the Wii, right? Joy-Cons, right? And they move on with their lives.
The game just needs more content, I feel like.
Yeah.
And also the decisions that devs made keep making the game worse.
Oh, some of the updates?
Yeah, the updates, but like also just like the design like elements in the game, it's like this is stupid.
Like
I
what?
don't know. Like well, they updated it now, but before in the open world you couldn't see like all the P switches or like as you collect them. Like
that's a strange choice.
I think that was a game-changing update that they did. There's just still not enough P switches or meaningful content, but at least you can now see where it is on the map.
And also, like, there's no incentive to really, like, collect the medallions or do the switches. Like, some of the missions are fun, but it's like, well, you know what you get for doing that? A little small decal sticker that you place on your...
craziness.
In the same position.
No one sees.
Yeah, and that no one's ever going to see and no one's
literally.
going to care about. I'm like, okay, cool.
Okay, but you guys haven't, and I don't want to get hung up on this one game. I want to move on to the rest of the slate, but you guys haven't experimented with the camera on while you play and you can see each other's faces.
How is that? Have you tried it?
Yeah,
Have you guys tried it?
I have tried it. I
Have
played
you
it with
tried
my wife.
the campfire game?
Is that real?
In 30 seconds. Wait, you don't know about this?
No.
In 30 seconds, please explain the campfire game.
So in the Nintendo Partner Direct, they released this campfire game for the Switch 2, developed from like a third party, and basically,
And what's the name of the game?
I forgot.
Chilling by the
fire.
campfire.
Chilling by the fire.
Are we
chilling
for
by the
real?
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like a campfire building simulator, but it's Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive because you need the cameras to see your friends. And is it bad that I kind of liked the idea? Unfortunately, it's
Yes.
$15.
It's $15. You know, that should be a free little mini game.
Exactly.
For the whole party
No, but
chat
it
system.
has HDR, Daniel.
It has HD.
That's right. The fire is
Only the
actually...
fire, yeah.
Yeah, the
Just the fire.
Yeah.
That's great.
The fire's in 4K, man. You gotta check it out. I guess I could pass $5 in the app world. Like when I got an iPhone, I bought a lighter for 99 cents. You know what I mean? Like that. So like, I guess in the world of apps where nothing is free and everything is a novelty, maybe $5 in this economy, but $15 is crazy.
Well, I mean, that brings us to the biggest problem with Nintendo. Pricing.
Yeah.
World initially is supposed to be an $80 game, right? 80?
That is correct.
0?
Yeah.
I had to double check and make sure I wasn't crazy.
Yeah.
Why is this game that we're talking about missing content $80?
Yeah.
Explain that to me.
It's not as good as Mario Kart 8, and it costs probably like retail value $20 more, $30 really? Because come on, it'll be easy to get a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for like $50 nowadays.
Yeah. So for anyone who didn't get that bundle, they're expected to pay an extra $30.
Yeah, if
for
you want a
something
physical copy.
technically incomplete, but that's just all these games are being overpriced. All the amiibos are.
Yeah, it's not just the game; it's the peripherals. It's the listen. If you're watching this on YouTube right now, and for the love of God, please watch it on YouTube. It's okay if you're just listening. Most of you are just listening. But behind us is trophy case upon trophy case of Nintendo's amiibo, right? And they used to be, when they launched, they were like $8.99, right? They raised to $12.99 and then $15.99. And then that was my ceiling. Because currently, these Street Fighter ones that you see, and I'll just pull it up, hold it to the camera, they retail for $40 each. I did not pay that. I robbed a GameStop in the middle of the night. No, I'm just kidding. That's not real culpability. They had a sale to get out of inventory because they cannot move these things off the shelves. So I paid the original retail value of $15.99 back then, but they're $40 MSRP. I have the Donkey Kong somewhere. The new ones are $30 or $40. The Kirby ones that our young fellow Mario Max right here was looking forward to getting retail for $50 because they have interchangeable riders. Long story short, these are insane prices for pieces of plastic imported from China.
And we will still be buying the Kirby ones. Am I right, guys?
No.
You're on your own on that
Yeah,
one.
I'm sorry. You're not getting a Christmas gift.
However, it is crazy. The selling point to these amiibo is to swap them with each other. So to get full functionality,
That'll be $100, please.
$100.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's going to be a second line or maybe even a third line. So you'll be hundreds of dollars into these amiibo supports, which lately also do not provide a ton of in-game content.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Once upon a time, these would
That's
be
true. Yeah.
yeah, huge pieces of content that you were either unlocking early or as an addition to the core game. Really, the features are lackluster and add very little. They're basically just reduced to collectibles at this point.
Which is sad because for me, the only amiibos I've really used were the ones for Breath of the Wild.
Yes.
Super awesome. You drop a chest, changes the way you play.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of sad that we're losing that.
Yeah.
They're asking for more and giving us less.
Yeah.
Because the amiibos having functionality in game to me was the fun part.
It was the selling point.
Yeah.
I don't want to buy novelty items to just put on a shelf, but because it had game functionality, it's like I'm buying two things: DLC and a physical gift that I can enjoy in the real world. The Splatoon ones have entire modes, have entire game like sets of game items. Like the Splatoon ones are great. There was in Splatoon 1 and 2. I don't know about that. I don't think 3 does, but Splatoon 1 and 2 specifically had like game modes that were exclusive to using the amiibo. So
And then Animal Crossing.
Yes.
You get your favorite villager and suddenly they're in your village. They had functionality.
Yeah.
Now, have they said that the Kirby ones are? Do they have anything?
They have there's you can train your amiibo to race. I'm not really sure the full.
So that's what the Street Fighter ones do. That's what the Smash Brother ones did in Smash Brothers. There's not that most people, me personally, for example, never got anything out of that. Basically, it just carries your stats and data, and you can take it to another system.
Yeah.
And you train them for I hate to use this word because we're not doing that episode, but AI battles.
You're trigger me.
Yeah, it's not anything worth writing home about.
That's sad.
Yeah. So
I think, but that's the problem. It's like Nintendo with their prices, even for the Virtual Boy, for their online prices, they're catering to the collector.
Let's talk about the Virtual Boy for 15 seconds.
Yeah.
The Virtual Boy is a classic video game system that came out around the time I was growing up. It is one of the first forays into virtual reality. It was horrible because it was all red and it gave you a headache after about 15 minutes of play. But it is nostalgia for me. And when they announced this thing, I immediately was like, I'm buying it. And then no questions asked. But then the question I forgot to ask was the price. Which turned out to be what exactly?
Another $100.
Yeah, that is going to be a big nope from me because I'm a sucker, but I'm not that big of a sucker. So these prices are quickly outpricing not just those that don't have the amount of money to, but those that have the money and refuse to waste it frivolously away on let's be real. What are novelty items?
To play slight devil's advocate for that price, it is. They are adding an optional, cheaper cardboard version of the Virtual Boy.
Yeah, and as a Nintendo fan, I actually already have a cheaper optional version. I have the Nintendo Labo virtual set that I bought on deep discount during the pandemic. I think I paid $10 for it. And I also have a mini headset that you can slide at least you switch one in too. So I'm good to go to enjoy the Virtual Boy games, but not with the collectible, headset that mirrors what the original console looked like. So I'll live.
Yeah. Well, it's just unfortunate that even just something as simple as a 2 lens that you slide your Switch in front of is $100.
Yeah.
It would be a cool item.
Yeah, it's not actually a virtual. Yeah. It's not even a Virtual Boy. It's not even. It has no gameplay. We have access to the games already. It's just a shell. Yeah.
It's a piece of plastic on a stand for $100.
Yeah.
So although yes, there is a cheaper alternative, the piece of plastic should be the alternative. It should just be the product.
That's true. Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense.
Even $20 for cardboard seems like a lot.
Yeah, what? I might as well. I'm sure there's a YouTube tutorial how to fold your cardboard
or how to 3D print it.
Oh, for sure.
At this point, you have even if you don't have one at home, you can have access at a college or university or a friend or a service online. So Dan probably doesn't know about this, and we'll wrap Nintendo in a little bit. But please explain to him the situation with the Donkey Kong Bonanza DLC. If you want to talk a little bit about how great that game actually is, and I think it's probably the number one reason to get a Switch 2 now. Let them know what happened with the DLC.
Donkey Kong Bonanza. It's a great game, worth the $70 price, in my opinion.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. And then what? Like 2 months later, they announced DLC and then released it the same day for $20.
And we were immediately ready to drop the money because we're like, this game's amazing. And of course, the DLC is going to be great.
Yeah. So basically, you go to DK Island and there's nothing there. There's no collectibles.
There's no content.
There's just a few NPCs. Basically, it's
For
there.
real?
There's just it's just there to explore.
This is separate from the Emerald Island, right? Emerald Island.
So
so that's where you like activate the mode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Emerald mode. Yeah, that's a game mode. It's not a separate territory or layer as they're divided in this game.
You can do the Emerald mode in Donkey Kong Island, but also pretty much every layer in the game. And,
I didn't know that.
Yeah. But I feel like $20 for like the mode in the island. I feel like it could have been at least like 10 because like the island is like the island feels like
a barren wasteland.
It was cut content.
It is cut. I mean,
they already had like the DLC ready to go, but I feel like this island should not have been like. I feel like a part of it. Like
compare it, it was very reminiscent of what, Nick?
What the
Peach's Castle, right? From
it was
Mario
it was
Odyssey.
like after you beat Mario Odyssey, post game you get to Peach's Castle and it's like a whole familiar world that people are familiar with, and there's actually collectibles and stuff to do.
But there's actually something to do on Peach's Castle. This is even less than Peach's Castle,
and you have to pay.
To pay for it.
Yeah, you pay. Yeah.
Well, I mean that's been a big question I've seen is. Was this cut content? Because the speed at which it came, like, were they working on this beforehand? Because it's questionable. They could have waited. They could have given people some time. This would have never been a conversation. But the speed at which it came out raises questions. It's like they're desperate to
make money now.
Exactly. And sell you back that piece of the game. There's been talks about, maybe it's not.
Why didn't they just make the game $80 then? I don't understand.
Yeah, Mario Kart World is $80. How does that make sense?
Yeah, I wouldn't have. I would have batted an eyelash. That might be an exaggeration, but let's say I wouldn't have batted an eyelash thinking you wanted Mario Kart to be 80. I don't think it's worth it compared to this game. It is worth 80. If that's going to be the new standard, it's ridiculous that that's the new standard. But I would have been like, I understand why this instant classic, perennial masterpiece has a premium price on it.
Well, that's the thing. They're trying to trick you into paying $90 for the game.
Yeah, exactly. And the other thing is, Nick, as much as he loved this game, the first note, once we actually played it through together, which was an amazing experience. But once we finished the game and he went to go work on post-game stuff, what was your first reaction?
The post-game?
Yeah.
It was very lackluster, like the post-game. Like there's pretty much, you got to do these 5 little quests. And then you do one final main quest, and I was like, yeah, that's it. And you do revisit like the first like area, but like very not much collectibles. But I'm just here comparing it to Mario Odyssey, which like pretty much you get to go to Peach's Castle and do all this stuff, and then Donkey Kong Bonanza is like it takes like 30 minutes.
Yeah, it felt like there was cut content. Like it felt incomplete. As complete as a game is, the post game felt like almost non-existent.
And that's disappointing because it leaves a sour note on what was a positive game. Everyone was buzzing about how good it was. And now the conversation shifted over from how good the game is to why is Nintendo cutting our content? And then it seems like they're just having a DLC problem in general. You watch these directs, it's just, hey, here's a DLC, here's a DLC. I mean, we can talk about Pokemon ZA.
Let's hit it.
I mean, before the game even came out, they had already announced 2 DLC for what I believe they were going to be $20 each.
There's 2 DLC in there?
No, there's one. I think
it's just one.
For 30.
It's a 30. I do think there's 2 drops, just like there was for Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah,
and Sword and Shield. I think so. I think there's 2.
No,
So, but it's a $30 pack.
Yeah, the first drop is just you get a piece of clothing, and then the second drop's actually the actual game.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I thought there was two like a.
No,
Isn't it? What's the name of the expansion?
the Mega Dimension.
But it has letters too. No, like AZ.
No, just Mega Dimension.
I thought it had like an
Yeah, I think
XY
it's Mega
attached to it.
Dimension AY because it's Z. The game's
No,
ZA.
no. It's just Mega Dimension.
No, we'll fight you.
We have an
it's
agenda
just
now.
Mega- no,
Yeah.
no, no.
Okay. Where's my phone? Oh no, it was stolen by
Apparently, the release
A wizard.
date's already announced. It comes out late February.
late February. Well, that seems like a.
That's
Yeah.
You shouldn't have told me about it if it's coming out in late February.
that's.
I'm mad before the game came out.
They're just impatient. They've just been so impatient as a company.
Who are they trying to convince investors? Or,
Look, okay, I'm not trying to defend anyone, but I'm pretty sure ZA was like delayed like at least twice.
Well,
So that could
originally
be
it
a
was
reason.
being worked on for the Switch, and then obviously it got delayed. So yeah, I could see that argument.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean they held back, but it's just still why announce it?
Yeah.
It just
again, a sour note.
it's our note.
Yeah.
Why announce it? Just let ZA let
it
people
breathe.
play it.
If you're proud of it, people are going to say good things about it. Okay, full disclosure, upon the recording, we're just a few days post the launch of Pokemon ZA. I think, Nick, you have a lot of good things to say about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, it's getting a positive reception for the most part. But I think there's a lot of ambivalence, I think, not just for that game, but also for the Switch lineup. At this
I think
point.
it's just weird that you can already pay the $30. Like, I feel like the first drop shouldn't exist with the clothing. I feel like it should have just been kept to February. You can pre-order it, but you won't get charged until like the week before.
Exactly.
But no, you can just buy it now.
That's how they justify it, though, by giving you a drip. They can
Yeah.
take the whole money up front before that drops in. We're in October, November, December, January.
Yeah,
in 4 months, it'll come out, and then what if it sucks? It's
Yeah.
too late. You paid for it
Exactly.
last year.
And then there's the added layer that a lot of these megas that they are using for marketing are locked behind your rank. So you do have to play quite a bit to even get to some of this content. Now, I mean,
This is news to me.
in terms of clarity, I think it's online only. Is it online only? Or
Yeah.
could you- so that's
I'm not-
strange.
I'm not going to do that, though. So is this is
So
this
you
DLC
will
even a product
never
for me?
have Mega Greninja. That's not an option for you if you don't play online. Which is weird for a Pokemon game.
That
I
is
understand it's a sub line of the game. It's not main line, but it's still strange for a primarily PvE game
Yeah, seriously.
to require online ranking.
This is one of the
for
things
content.
I love about Pokemon.
And not only that, it's seasonal. So they're
Oh, yeah.
also getting you with the FOMO. So you have to play at this time, get to this rank, and then season reset.
I have enough FOMO in my life. Like, you know how many yacht trips from people I have to decline because of how busy I am. I'm just gonna now worry about when Greninja is dropping on ranked comp in a
out now.
Pokemon.
Literally, yes. There's rank comp Pokemon, which I think is a mistake. I mean, I think there's a time and place for competitive Pokemon. I just don't see it as a way to unlock content.
Yeah, I don't agree that it's like locked behind. Literally, like you need to pay for Switch Online. If you don't have Switch Online,
That's
like,
true too.
it's like
Mhm.
because like Pokemon's like primarily a single player experience. You can play it like online and do competitive stuff, but to lock actual like single player elements behind it, it's just
It's
kinda,
a strange
yeah, it's
choice.
weird.
And then
It
even,
is.
I was watching Nick's stream of the game.
Shout out Mario Max
Actually, yes,
with two
absolutely.
X's, right?
That's me
On Twitch.
To get the Mega Stone for this season, it's like halfway through the rank. It's like rank K, and you start from Z. So you have to play quite a bit.
You've
to
already
even-
And
lost
also,
me.
the seasons are pretty short. I think it ends like November 10th. I'm not sure.
I'm
going
not
off by
even gonna
memory.
buy the game till like
Yeah,
November
yeah.
30th. My goal is to wait till Black Friday to see if there's an eShop credit sale, and then I'll wait. If not, I'll get it for that week. I won't have time to play till Thanksgiving break anyway.
And you won't have time to play ranked comp because you also need to even build up a team for that. Like I don't get what they're going for there.
I really, yeah, that sounds like that's mind-boggling to me.
And the worst part, like since it's seasonal, like you can't get Mega Delphox or Chestnut until like November.
I don't even
or
know what any of
December.
these words mean.
Those are the mega Pokemons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can't get those. Like if you're using one of those in your team, you can't Mega Evolve it if you play now because you gotta wait 2 months
Yeah,
and then you gotta climb up the ranks.
So
Oh,
that to me is content being held from you.
That's crazy.
Um,
Yeah. Somebody said there was a battle pass system.
Oh yeah, I did. It's
What-
like
What does that mean?
no, it's basically like you have like little quests or achievements, like catch a specific type of Pokemon, and then you level up your battle pass, and then you get items for each level.
But do they expire?
No,
No,
they're
okay.
forever.
but do I get Power Ranger skins?
Shout out Fortnite. You're doing it right. Also, you're doing it wrong, but that's another conversation. Okay. So we're 4 months in to put a button on the Nintendo conversation. What do you think, Nick, has it been worth having a Nintendo Switch 2 for you?
I feel like as of now, there's not really much of a reason to really get the Nintendo Switch.
Do you regret getting the Nintendo
Do I
Switch?
regret it? No, I feel like it's more of an investment to me,
Okay.
especially since like Kirby Air Riders is coming out, and I really love Kirby Air Riders.
Would you recommend someone else get a Nintendo Switch 2?
I feel like if you're a more casual like Nintendo gamer, you should probably wait, especially since they're still going hard on the support for Switch 1. I feel like, unless there's like a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive game that you really, really want, then go for it. But as of now, there's only those 3, and they might not appeal to you at all. So I feel like
I was really
wait.
surprised. Listen, I was really surprised by Bonanza because I wasn't going to buy it. I didn't buy it, right? Nick did. He brought it over. We game shared on 2 devices. We couch co-opted. It is the reason to get a Switch 2, but if it wasn't for Nick, I would have never even played it. So I would have regretted it at that point, but I got to play with the kind of the game share features. I got to play through with it. We're kind of like sharing Sonic Crossworlds too.
Yeah.
So I don't regret it either. I'm having fun. Fortnite runs optimally on it. It's great to have it handheld and take it. I get to take it to school and kind of tech demo stuff, and my kids love it. Things like that. So I don't regret because I've kind of held back on gaming spending. So like that's what I spent this summer on, in regards to that. But I also think I wouldn't recommend someone to get it right away either, because I think it's still getting its sea legs, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I am waiting. Both of you have expressed that you like the Switch 2, that you've been using it quite a bit. And I think both of you are in scenarios where you are encouraged to use it quite a bit.
Mhm.
Nick is a streamer, primarily Nintendo. And then George, his niece, and all those games are so good for couch co-op. For me, it doesn't make sense right now.
Oh yeah, Split Fiction,
agree.
amazing game. It's on other consoles too, but I got to try it out, sharing it through the Switch 1 and the
And
Switch
that
2.
sounds awesome.
It was amazing.
Yeah, so for like couch co-op and that type of stuff,
Yeah.
fantastic, I'm sure. But it's just in terms of launch, it's a lackluster launch. It's a little disappointing.
I think me and Nick were afraid of also, and also Link, wherever he is in Colombia in the jungles. God bless you, wherever you are. We were afraid of possible price hikes. Okay. It stayed stable thus far because they kind of were able to hike the price before they even launched, as opposed to Xbox and PlayStation, which we're going to get to. So it stayed stable, but we were afraid that it was going to go up $50 and we were going to regret it because by the end of the summer, for example, Bonanza, again, I'm glad that we got it for that. Pokemon was on the horizon. I've been waiting for Metroid Dread for like 7 years. My pre-order is still getting me at like Wii U prices, Metroid Dread. But I'm also kind of afraid that that's going to be a little bit of a disappointment as well. But we won't dwell on that.
I mean, I will reserve judgment until there's a release.
Okay, so then, and this could be a whole other episode, but we're not going to touch too much on it, especially because I know Nick is probably a little more out of his depth in this. But the state of Xbox, Dan, what are your thoughts as an outsider? I'm an insider, and I think Nick is completely disconnected.
I'm a former insider.
Before we get to that, going back on the price hike thing.
Maybe this should just be a Nintendo episode.
Because we're probably going to talk about all the Xbox price hikes too.
That's right.
Nintendo actually did price hike all their like Nintendo Switch 1 products.
That's right.
Did they?
And also
I did not know
I
that.
think the controllers and stuff too. Or at least before the Switch 2 launched, like
Criminals.
a lot
They
of
had
the-
launched a whole set of prices
Yeah.
for all the Nintendo Switch accessories, controllers, and then they raised all of those. They did not raise the price of the Switch 2 because I feel like they had already baked it in with a $500 price tag. But yeah, everything else before it even launched got a price hike. So
Yeah.
like they want like $75 or something. I think we had a whole episode on this. They want like $75 for that camera. I bought a $10 USB-C camera that works just as good and connected it. Then I realized that I already had a I had a USB-A camera. I could have just bought an adapter for it because the USB-C camera I bought literally was just with an adapter, but the camera costs the same as the adapter. So now I have an extra camera in it. But that's where we're at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So guys, what's Xbox doing with their prices?
Criminal.
Apocalypse Now.
Before the episode, George and I were talking about the new Ally. And
ROG Ally S and X.
he revealed something devastating to me. I don't know. I have been considering getting one of these devices, just looking into it.
I didn't know you were that like on the possible verge.
Well, I figured maybe I could put my Xbox game library to good use. To my surprise, like a shotgun to the chest, George explained that I could not play my Xbox library on the Xbox ROG Ally. It's a glorified Windows computer with some Game Pass functionality.
Yeah, it is not an Xbox. No matter what the marketing tells you, this is an Xbox, this is an Xbox. No, it is not. Because an Xbox can play Xbox console games. And these things can only stream from the cloud or download locally your Game Pass games and a selection of play to own games, particularly the ones that have cross buy with PC. So the Xbox ROG Ally S and ROG Ally X, yes, the naming is confusing.
They still haven't been able to really nail down the names, I guess.
We're 3 generation where nobody knows what we're talking about. They are, like you said, the next step in just the ROG Ally. Who makes the company? Asus, right?
Asus, yeah.
The Asus ROG Ally. It's the exact same thing. It's just a new model of that, much in the same way that the Xbox Quest is just the latest Meta Quest with Xbox branding
So
on it.
Xbox is just throwing their names on things.
Yeah.
And, it's so at the end of the day, it's a glorified Game Pass machine. So you would think and maybe hope, it's got to come with some Game Pass, right?
It comes with some Game
Yeah, it comes with
Pass.
some, what do you, maybe like 6 months of Ultimate? It must.
Lower your expectations.
Maybe like 3 months of Ultimate?
Lower your expectations. 3 months of premium, which I don't even know what that means. I know it's more than essential, which is just online services and a smattering of games. But I know it's not ultimate, which means it doesn't include PC and console and streaming. I don't know what it includes, but I know that whatever it includes, you're going to have to upgrade to ultimate anyways.
So it's worthless.
Yeah, especially because with the recent Xbox Game Pass price hike to $30 a month, I think, again, like Nintendo, they're pricing out the consumer.
I think we came to the acceptance that Microsoft is not in the gaming space anymore.
I honestly think they're
don't wanna
pulling out.
be.
I honestly think they're pulling out. Nick, what do these prices say to you? Oh, the Ally is $600 and $1,000. That's in the X. Yeah.
Well, the prices to me, they say that Xbox is just kind of shooting themselves in the foot. Like they're raising, I think they raised like the price of their consoles like 2 separate times in like a span of a month, I want to say, or a few months. It's
Yeah,
like,
twice. Yeah.
okay, so we're raising this by like $100. Let's raise it by another $100. Let's make it like $800 to buy an Xbox Series X. Like, okay, well, at that point, why would you?
You were
Like-
you actually were also once an Xbox owner, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the last Xbox you owned?
Xbox One, and I was like,
The original one model.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think the one was just like a line for a lot of people because I had the Xbox One. I was an Xbox believer, and then they just have been fumbling everything
Yeah.
since.
You never even got like an X or a Series S or anything like that, right?
No, I had an Xbox One, the original, the chonky block,
Yeah.
and then I had an Xbox One S, and that's as far as I got. From there, I mean, I turned my eyes to PlayStation.
Yeah. So they lost to you guys a long time ago, you know. I'm what I would like to say a true believer. I have like 4 Xboxes, which sounds insane, okay? But hear me out. I have an Xbox One in my classroom, right? I use it for projects. I use it for esports club, right? That's my original one. I have an Xbox X, which is like the high end of the one, the 1X, sorry. Again, we still don't know what any of these names mean, right? I have that in my bedroom. It's kind of my set-top box because I have an older TV. It's only 1080p, right? So it's basically my smart hub, right? And whenever, on a rare chance, I used to do it more, but on a rare chance that I would play like a last-gen game, I'd do it upstairs, right? And then I have my Series S, which I was very blessed to get for like about 140 on some Verizon promotion that I use my
That is a blessing.
sister's account, right? So I've been next-gen gaming there before ultimately everyone on this show, including Link, who never got one. That's right, I'm coming for you. But I think they don't have that kind of support in Colombia. Convinced me to get a PS5, and now they sit side by side. And I've still been reinforcing Xbox because I literally have thousands of games dating back all the way to the original Xbox.
That's the part that hurts too, because I also have a big library, but it's just sitting there.
Yeah. So I've continued to support that, but I honestly don't believe they want me to anymore because I don't see what the next step for them. I feel that it's step backwards. I feel like they're in retreat, you know? And
well, I mean, their push was gaming as a service, right?
Yeah.
They want to be the Netflix of gaming, but
Netflix waited till they were in everybody's home before they charged $30 for it. You know?
That's the issue. Like I understand the functionality of like pushing Game Pass on TVs, directly onto TVs. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, it's cool. I have a friend who still maintains himself as an Xbox player purely on smart TVs.
That's awesome. Like push it on Roku's, put it on, make gaming more accessible. But that $30 price is not accessible.
Mm-hmm.
And realistically, if you want to get value from Game Pass, you have to pay the $30. And at this point, no one's playing games fast enough to justify that price. You might as well just buy the game.
Yeah, that's where like I stopped buying games for Xbox. I buy Nintendo games only. I stopped buying. I'm like, if it's on Game Pass, it's on Game Pass. It's on deep discount, then I'll add it to my library for a couple of shekels, right? But I was not buying full price game. Now it's like all the money I can save not subscribing, I'll buy 2 or 3 games a year, you know, and it'll be less money, and I'll really be able to like delve into those experiences rather than hopping from game to game and like not finishing anything, because you feel like it's like an all-you-can-eat buffet, which is good. I want to try out a bunch of stuff every once in a while, but sometimes I just want a really nice dinner. You know what I mean? Because you know that salmon, I want to eat a plate of that, and that's enough for me. And I don't want to be nibbling here and like playing 15 minutes, an hour and a half. You know, just small portions of like 50 games. So that's Xbox, and hopefully we're not doing a episode on their funeral anytime soon.
We might as well start dressing in black.
All right.
Because I feel like with these prices and the layoffs, I think Microsoft is preparing us for the worst.
Well, I think we got just a few more minutes. I know we don't really have to address a lot about it, but the episode was, well, indirectly titled State of Play. As a I don't know, what would you classify yourself, Nick, as only a Nintendo player, really? What would you call yourself? Would you a non-next gen player? I don't know.
I'm a Nintendon't.
Oh, okay. As a Nintendon't, what was your reaction to the recent PlayStation State of Play?
Well, it could have been an email.
What makes you say that?
I feel like they just like the things they announced were like nothing that really stood out besides Wolverine, and like
Which we knew was coming.
Yeah,
and is more than a year away.
And even the thing I did like the Sonic Racing announcement, like, oh, Mega Man, oh, that's cool, but like, you know, like you said before, that's not like a PlayStation exclusive thing. That's true. It's more of like a everything.
Yeah,
thing.
Thanks for announcing the next thing I'm gonna buy on Nintendo. Or
also,
Xbox.
that was like a 1-minute trailer that they could have put on their Twitter, which they usually do.
Yeah.
You know.
So what you're saying is we should bring back yearly E3.
Is it a hot take if I agree with that?
Well, it seems like everyone's running out of announcements. We might as well wait till one session in the year.
Yeah. Give us the roadmap for what to wait for the next year until the next E3, right? Although E3 did become that annoying habit of like they would tell you what the next 3 years was like. So you were constantly getting the same, like, oh, here's another minute of that. Here's maybe one day eventually we'll make this game, you know. But I do think that focusing that, I used to, man, rest in peace, E3. I used to take time off or schedule my day around E3. Like when I had shifts at work, I switched to the late shift so I could be there for E3 in the morning and vice versa. But
R.I.P.
yeah. But I don't know. It's just if you could summarize your relationship with gaming now, what would it be? One word.
Tired.
Nick?
I'm concerned.
Okay. I was going to say fatigue. There's a lot of great gaming experiences out there. And I think we were talking about some of them the other day, Dan. We were saying, I think the gaming world was healing. What was it? There's like exciting content that's being delivered on free to play games that we like. But there's the ugly side of monetization. And I think predatory practices, some of which are like demanding for us to push back as consumers, some of which have just become the norm where we just kind of accept it. And I think there's a good and bad side. I don't want to dwell on the negative. I still enjoy gaming, but sometimes it feels like a chore. Is that a weird headspace to be in?
No, I think a lot of games right now, they want you to clock in, clock out with the battle pass system.
Yeah.
They want you to get to work. They want you to play their game and only their game.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone's trying to get your attention. There's good stuff on the way, but like you said, some of those practices, if they don't change, we're just going to keep losing people. And that billion-dollar industry that they have right now, it's not a impervious bubble.
Yeah, that bubble can burst. I think they don't understand where we were with comic books in the 90s, where we've been in the past. Like, and this is actually a concern that I have with TV and movies, with professional wrestling, basically with every topic that this show is about. I feel like they are straining and putting a pressure on the consumers that the commercial aspect of these products has surpassed any artistic merit. It's still there because there's great creators doing great work, I think, in every field. But I'm worried about the next generation of gamers and the unhealthy relationship that they have with these games. And at the end of the day, they're not going to grow to be lifetime gamers. They're going to get suck dried now in their youth, and they're not going to pass it on to the next generation. And I feel like that about a lot of these mediums. I hate to get on a stump about, commercialization and capitalism, but the reality is that they're looking for short-term gains, and they're not worried about the longevity of these mediums as, I don't want to say symbiotic, but at least an interdependent relationship between the user and the art form.
Yeah, they're depending on the money coming in from collectors and from very few people, and they're just, with every price hike, they lose a couple people. Eventually, this can't last forever.
Yeah, they believe that they can just hold up the ultra fan and get as much from them, and it'll add up to more than if we get a little bit from everyone. But at the end of the day, that player base is going to age out, and you're not going to be left with a future for the industry, or at least not one that is stable. I don't think they're going anywhere. I think it's part of our lifestyle. It's part of our culture. But I'm not sure how many more eggs that golden goose can lay at this rate. Okay, I guess that's the sad ending for our episode.
Play PC.
Support Steam. Thank you, Gabe.
He's not on this episode.
Not Gabe
okay.
from our
All
show.
right.
Gabe
Okay.
from Steam.
Gabe N.
Well, I guess until next time. Game over?